She give me that talk. It's all spicy in New Orleans, baby. Yeah, it'll do that to you. Well, it's not. So is that like that? I'm like, nah.
We just want to leave. You know what I'm saying? We don't feel like it's worth all that. Because while you praying and wishing and hoping, you still getting dogged. You have to take that, no Diddy.
That's lit.
Oh my God.
Double. Hey. Prevalent. We live. Just checking in. Hey, let's get it. Time to talk it out. No doubt. Let's go. T-double Jen in the mix for sure. Real talk, no cap, straight facts. Let's win. Mic on. We locked in. Let's begin. Whoa. We break it down, no script, no gimmicks. Hot takes, deep thoughts, no yeah, man. From the real to the wild, no limits, no doubt. So pull up, tap in, it's time to talk it out.
36, we a kilo.
You're on the mic with your boy T-double.
Are y'all ready for this? Because I think this is going to be a real doozy. We got a lot going on. T-double going to get it started.
Yeah, it's always, it's always some crazy stuff, in the mix, but it's always some good stuff to follow. Hopefully one day we can start off and it just be all good stuff, hopefully, but
Yeah, let's just get the bad stuff out the way.
unfortunately we gotta just jump into some stuff, so I try to always start off light with the bad and then let it get crazy as it marinates. But first and foremost, man, thanks to y'all. Shout out to y'all for being here. If you just watching, make sure you subscribe, man. We just appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I just always think about certain stuff that I think about just the very beginning, just being here, I love it. Next week, the show will be bringing in my birthday, and I was just like, what is better to be doing than something that you really wanted to do, and it's something I wanted to do, and then I'm gonna be bringing in my birthday during the show. So just make sure y'all tune in for that one for sure. Make sure y'all at 12 o'clock, y'all up with y'all boy taking a shot, you know what I'm saying? Bringing it in with your boy for real. For real. All right, okay, so let's jump right into it. We the Detroit, what up, is you cool?
What up, though? Is y'all cool?
Sometimes y'all not. A lot of times y'all not. Most of the time y'all not. Some of y'all do be cool, but a lot of times, a lot of y'all not. So
We still love y'all, though.
yeah, I want to start off slowly by saying something light for y'all on the what up though. Is you cool? It ain't light, but it's light compared to what what I got tonight. So I'm sure that what's been going on for the past week is probably light. On I-96, this was some days ago. I-96, it was a woman that was found just like shoved like on the side of the road, kind of sorta. And she was found by the state police and they needed help identifying her. It was just it was crazy, but she was still alive, just unresponsive. Eventually what had happened was she got some medical attention and whatnot. I guess some people helped identify who she was, and they tried to basically, they had some more, last time I seen it, they had some more investigating to do to the story to see exactly what happened. But they said she was like bruised up and stuff, like she may have gotten into an altercation with someone on the road and they may have just pushed her out the car and just left her there, that is just,
How old was she?
She was in her 30s. She was in her 30s. I want to say
This was in the middle of the night?
They found her in the morning time.
Like 7, 6?
Like it was more so light. So I want to say like 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they don't know how long she had been out there.
They don't know how long she had been out there because she had been laying still, unresponsive until cars had started stopping and started calling.
When they started knowing, when the sun came up, probably.
Yeah.
She had probably been out there in the middle of the night.
Possibly.
Somebody probably robbed her.
She had to be in a car with somebody, right?
But I'm not.
No, I'm saying that. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Somebody probably robbed her, whereas she was working. You know what I'm saying? And instead of paying her, they assaulted her and pushed her out of her. Let's be for real.
Yeah.
If not that, you know what I'm saying? It was an argument or something like that.
Yeah, because she looked like more of a cleaner. I'm not to say that matters, but you know, she didn't even look like that was her end game. But you know,
I'm not saying she was a streetwalker.
Yeah. Right.
I said she was working.
Got you. Yeah, that was on like the I-96, and it was in a very familiar area. I want to say I-96, and I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I know it was off 96. She was
I'm
found
sorry
by
to
the
hear
state
that.
police. Yeah, it was real bad.
I'll be with her.
Please, yeah. So hopefully,
shame on whoever hurt her.
speedy recovery for her,
Trash.
and I hope she don't jump back into that situation again.
Trash.
Another what up though is you cool. A crazy situation that's got a lot of talks during the city. Got the city stirred up. A mother takes a weapon to her daughter for her daughter to use the weapon on another child. Now they're both arrested. And there are, you know, everybody got their own side to the story. You know, it's got people saying stuff that, you know, I feel like you just are not in the situation. And I feel like being in the situation, you can't just think about one side, put yourself on both sides. You know, I feel like, would I have been a parent present? Yes. With help of a weapon? No. With a watch over? For sure. If that's what it's gonna be, okay, I'm gonna make sure ain't nobody else gonna jump in. You gonna one-on-one this right here, right now.
I mean, but here's the thing though. Like, let's really unpack this. She got the weapon in the school. So she went in the school, right? It's not like
Clear as day.
She went up there to pick her kid up from on the way home from school, outside the school. You purposefully took the weapon in the school, first of all, where you could easily get assistance if you was attacked to where you needed to have this knife to defend yourself. I said gun, I meant knife. She took the knife in the school where there was security, administration, the teachers, all kind of people that could have assisted you if, God forbid, some type of physical altercation happened between your daughter and this other kid. So for you to take the weapon up there knowing you was going in the school was already malicious. Now, I feel what you're saying, to where I understand, because me having been a survivor of bullying around the same time as this little girl, 7th, 8th grade, where these kids was about to fight my mama. They didn't give a damn. Literally fought me in front of my mama, was about to fight my mama. It was like 30 of them. And my mama will tell the story now where she cried because she was so torn because she wanted to go back up there with a weapon to protect me. Because she knew she had to send me back to school. And the way she seen how these kids had no emotion in their eyes, no remorse, no respect for her being an adult. And that was in the fucking 90s, baby. Yeah. These kids they on steroids with the amount of disrespect and disregard. So, you know, I'm just grateful that I had the wherewithal because of my experience. When I put my daughter in Dixon, right there off on Joy Road in Burt, she went there for 3 days. The way she explained it to me and described it to me, it sounded just like the middle school that I was talking about, that I went to. And I refused. I took her out of there.
That's important.
3 days. You hear me?
That's important to listen.
Yeah, because I wasn't about to go to jail. Because I was going to go to jail.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you the difference between me and that parent, though. I wasn't about to put my daughter in jeopardy to go to jail. I'm going to go up there and let somebody fucking touch her. See, because my mama has always been a non-confrontational, you know, even kill. You know, I'm not that. I'm going up there on 10 already. You know what I'm saying? All y'all better get the fuck away from my daughter. These teachers and administration ain't doing nothing. Y'all acting like it's nothing, nonchalant. Y'all, she done been telling y'all, I done been telling y'all, I'm coming up here like a crazy person at this point. So I understand, but the only difference is where I think she was stupid. The reason why I said stupid when you first mentioned this story is because she involved her daughter and gave her daughter the knife. No.
I feel like even as did you honestly need the weapon? Like how you said, like did you need the weapon? You know what I'm saying? The weapon part is what kind of.
Listen, because first of all, we already done talked about this on several episodes of Time to Talk It Out. How these teenagers got guns.
But we're going inside of the school.
These teenagers got guns in the schools, and I totally understand. That's why I said what I said.
Yeah.
But you don't know what her daughter told her. Her daughter might have heard that the girl got a weapon. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what she thought she was going into. Now, I'm saying she wrong because she gave her daughter a weapon. If a weapon needed to be had, you have it. And if it need to be used, you the responsible one. Don't give it to no little girl. That's stupid. And I don't think, like I said, I don't think she was smart to even take the weapon, but I don't know the situation either. So I'm not going to just automatically say she was stupid because these 13-year-olds got guns.
Encouraging the violence. Like you said, you changed the scenery of your daughter. You didn't encourage the violence. You knew what it could have went to if it would have got extreme.
I knew what it was gonna go to.
So the thing is,
I knew what it was gonna go to. Them kids was gonna hate my daughter's guts. They was gonna try to bully her, and I was gonna have to go up there and fuck somebody up.
The part is doing your part, you know, and that's what comes with the territory. If it's being spoken about, and this is what happens when it's a thing that people say, oh, the kids don't speak up. I didn't know that you was going through this. And because when there was indications or when I tried to tell you, you didn't listen. That's why I said listening is big. That was very important that you did that in 3 days. That's major. You did that 3 days. That's major. That's very important because a parent will overlook it and be like, well, you just new to them. You just don't know them. And but you're not really listening to what's being told to you. You know what I'm saying?
I had to change my daughter's schools twice in middle school because of that. She went through Cornerstone, all of 6th grade and all of 7th grade, and maybe like 2 weeks of 8th grade. And in 8th grade, it had got too bad. She hated it. It might have been a little more than 2 weeks though. Honestly, it was half the year. Changed her school in the middle of 8th grade because she hated going to Cornerstone. It had got bad that last year. It started getting bad the second year. But I'm like, girl, that year I was listening, but I went up there and talked to the teachers. I talked to the principal. It was a new principal. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get his feet wet, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we're going to stick it in with Mr. Graham. He had the same last name as us. And he gonna get it together. But he really never did. And even he was like, you know, yeah, if you can get her in Grand River Academy, put her in Grand River Academy because it's not gonna get cleaned up fast enough. This her last year. I gotta get new teachers. It's a charter school. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just the students. She felt like the teachers wasn't teaching her nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she knew she wanted to go to, and she didn't want to be in not knowing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's a process, but that's important though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's important not to overlook when you hear certain things. Certain things should trigger you to, you know what I'm saying, to be like, oh yeah, you know what? Yep, it's got to change now. You know, certain stuff should just be a trigger code. It just should be a word or certain stuff that you hear that's just not working that you should be like, yo, I got to get you out of this environment. Like you
said, listen to your kids. It's important on so many levels with these PDF files. You know what I'm saying? With all of these missing kids. It's 2 kids, if I could just jump in right quick.
Go ahead.
It's 2 kids missing in Detroit right now. A 16-year-old girl, Jayla Brown, last seen yesterday, October 12th, missing from the 19200 block of Greeley. That's on the east side. 5 foot 4 inches, 120 pounds. If you see her, call 1-800-SPEAK UP.
Please, man.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta take this.
It's a must, you know.
Hello. Taping Time to Talk It Out, whatever, though. Anyway, so, as I was saying, hero Jayla Brown is missing from the east side. That's a female. brown skin. I have seen her picture. I will put it up in the edited version of this video. So, 14-year-old young man, Carter, Aakarta Evans. Now, he's a little guy. He's only 4 feet 5 inches tall, 107 pounds. He was last seen here on the west side on Norfolk. Y'all, it's 10 o'clock. Well, it'll be 10 o'clock soon. Do you know your children are? Like, we need to keep an eye on our babies because the predators is out.
They need to bring them commercials back.
Yeah, the predators is out. And, you know, these kids have more and more access to the world with the World Wide Web, okay? So it's just very important that you're, you know.
You know what? If anybody got any access to any TV, if we remake it, we gonna do some remaking skit. Do you know where your kids are at 10 o'clock?
We could do it. We could do it here.
Yeah, we gonna do some. We
start at 10 o'clock. That could be how we start. Okay.
And if anybody knows somewhere where, you know what I'm saying, we can probably get a second of a commercial time to bring this commercial back, that's very important.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. People can watch YouTube more than TV nowadays. We'd be better off putting it on here.
I mean, anything, whatever works, you know. We will put it, whatever works.
No, but I feel you. It needs to come back.
Ideas for sure.
Just like this 6-month-old baby that went missing in Georgia, and from the daddy house. Somehow somebody just came and took the baby. No leads, no description. And now they done arrested him for unrelated charges. But you know that's just them trying to put pressure on him to say, where's this baby?
Yeah, because that's weird for him to say.
6-month-old baby. The baby damn sure didn't just walk away. Come on now.
He don't know who came in and took the baby. Somebody just came.
He out of there, bro. He out of there.
That's ridiculousness. So yeah, that's just that's bad. Yeah, I hope that, you know, that situation gets better. I ran into another article where I kind of seen this is all over the news. Another Detroit, what up though, is you cool? A grandson unalives his grandmother, then unalives himself. Yeah. And I just try to think what can get you there as a kid. Now, I used to say some harsh things. I grew up with my grandma. I used to say some harsh things, you know, that when I grew up, I was just like, you know, hey, yo, I was a kid. You know, I said kid stuff. But I only said, I never acted upon or never even, the thought of acting upon never even crossed my mind. So the things that I see that come across from actually like kids with this mindset of, you know, or, you know what I'm saying, with the same. And I'm just wondering, like, what was you going through that took you to this point? Like, what happened? Of course, we don't know the inside story, right? But it was just a terrible story that I seen. So
Right,
prayers to
I
them,
don't even,
for sure.
Yeah,
Prayers
I
to
don't even
them.
want to touch that. That's horrible.
Yeah, for sure. And it was just bad. It was a sad story, but it was just
mental
something that
health.
touched
Mental
me
health is
because
real. Possession, having a connection to Holy Spirit, introducing your kids and your grandkids to life and who is the owner of life. It's God. It's not you. You can never be so mad at somebody that you could take their life because their life is not yours. You know, so that is something you need to put in your kids from birth. Like first, as soon as you can talk to them, you need to start reading the Bible to them in your stomach, because that's how you keep that type of stuff from happening, by having your kids have a direct connection to Holy Spirit. And I don't know. I don't even have to wonder. Like, I just feel like something was disconnected between that little boy and Holy Spirit, and he was possessed by the enemy. Period. And that's terrible.
Yeah,
Prayers goes off for their family.
absolutely. Yeah, it was a sad story, all in all, but to stay moving. So not so much I want to say as Detroit, but very close. Macomb County. This was just
Detroit.
I didn't even understand how this happened. I've seen accidents close to this, but this accident was very more so extreme. The car went through the house from one side to another.
And knocked the little 9-year-old. I saw that.
It was just insane.
Right. But she alive. Look at
Right.
God.
Yeah. How are you just driving that fast?
Fast and drunk, man. You know they was drunk. Or either impaired by their medication. But
We just gotta get better with decisions.
with these cars
Especially.
are straight bombs, bro. It's a bomb. It's a
Toys.
bomb. It's got all that gas in it. It's so heavy. Like, you got to do better, man. This
Yeah.
baby,
Yeah.
if nothing else, she gonna be traumatized with PTSD.
Wasn't trying to sleep.
Trying to sleep.
That's
She
all.
got a nightmare.
Yeah, it's crazy.
God bless her. Prayers up for the
Prayers.
whole
Big prayers for
family,
them.
man. They house messed up now. Like, come on now.
Like, what they supposed to do? It's just crazy. Imagine you in your house sleep, you know what I'm saying? The car just rolled through your whole house.
Absolutely crazy.
On top of, you know what I'm saying? Your
Yeah.
prayers up for them. That was just a wild situation too
Yeah.
as well. But then I had my last, no, definitely not last. I had something else I wanted to touch after this. This was one of the things that kind of stood out for me as far as Detroit. Governor Whitmer basically signs a law that no more taxes on tips and overtime. And I know for people, that
saying you don't have to pay taxes on it.
I think you won't be right. Basically, you won't
You won't be
pay
taxed
tax,
on
right?
it.
You won't be taxed on
That's cool.
tips or overtime. Now I know overtime is like that's the one. You know what I'm saying? Now I know for
Heck yeah.
for
People gonna
customer service, waiters and shit like that, tips is a big one as well for them because that's where they make their money from. So they'll not pay taxes on that. That's a big thing for them because they got to tally that up, if I'm not mistaken, themselves and have about it. Yeah, okay, so I'm sure that's big for them.
to have it to get to your tax person.
Uh-huh.
That's dope though.
I'm sure that's big for them. So it's definitely that's the thing. So big shout out to, you know what I'm saying?
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Gretch. We love you anyways, girl. We was mad at you a couple of weeks ago. I think I had said something about possibly taking our buffs back.
Buffs
But
back,
okay,
yeah,
you can keep your buffs. You can keep your buffs, sis. Okay, auntie, whatever. I don't know how old is you. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I had just one more thing for here anyway, and then I was done. I just wanted to touch on the incident last night with the Lions game. A big shout out to my Lions anyway. I'm never mad at my boys, win, lose, or draw. We came a long way. They just showing some stuff that people haven't seen. You know what I'm saying? Never. Big shout out to them and they whole program and everything that they got going on. And I'm never mad, like I said. But last night was I don't know how to put this. I'm on the fence because I'm a player myself and I'm also an understanding person. I'm a player and I feel like I'm a player that's been on a little bit of both sides. You know, I've been to the point where I've did what I've did to make the game work or make the game happen, you know. And I've been a person that's been caught in the fire of a person that's doing that same thing. So meaning that I feel like Brian Branch, which is also he is suspended for one game, which means he won't play against Tampa Bay. I don't like how that looks. So is it Tampa Bay? That's the next game. So he won't play against Tampa Bay. So
Monday Night Football. So you feel like he should have thought about that before he did what he did because he knew he was gonna get suspended
it
at
wasn't worth it.
least, and yeah.
It wasn't worth it. And then you are.
I think I read somewhere he's like highly penalized. You know, like he one of the highest.
He's had on the team.
Excuse me, he has some of the most.
I think he's had the most
in the NFL. From what I read, he pretty bad.
I think he's had the most suspensions or something like that. Within like the last year or something like that. And he's young. He's only been in the league like 2 years or something like that. So, it is time to get y'all stuff together. But I do understand where he's coming from when he say, well, why and what happened, being bullied and this and that. At the same time, I
can't stand the bully.
I have never received a check to play this game, and I would feel like at a certain time it's times you gotta understand that the position that you are in, the fox ain't worth the chase. The value of the position that you are in is way more worth.
Absolutely, because you have said that talking about playing on the level that you play because you're investing
Absolutely.
your money in being able to play. So why you want to pay all this money to get put out the game or put off the team or something like that? You know what I'm saying? If this is what you love to do, and then sportsmanship is important, but like you said, he on here hot head and he like, listen, you not about to little bow wow me. Y'all already cheating. Let's be for real. Y'all been cheating since we stepped on the field, took our touchdown. Y'all been calling all this bullshit. The refs playing the game, so that was some bullshit. But yeah, it was. I wish they didn't fight or whatever. But whatever, like fuck them. I hate the Chiefs, bro, and I don't even supposed to say that word, but I do not like them. I loathe the Chiefs. I do not like Mahoney with his Jew fro. I do not like Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. What's his name?
Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I don't like him or her. I just don't like them. I don't like their outfits. I don't like.
What about their outfits? Outfits is funny.
I don't like them. So, anyways, boo to last week. Last week is trash. We could put that in the trash with the cheese heads. Don't like them either. But it's cool though, because we're gonna get our revenge. Wanna know why? Because we're gonna win the Super Bowl. Them hoes is not. So they can do all this glowing, they can win these little battles, but we're gonna win the war. Okay? And that's just it. Check the earrings, by the way. Shout out to the young lady that I always see up in Starters or Celebrities or one of the little bars in the city of Detroit, and I always get these earrings. Last time I lost them, I ain't even gonna last this. But these I ain't lose at least before I could get their airplane on time to talk about. So yes, check the technique. Before, because I had wanted to real quick. No, I'll do that last. I'll do that another time or whatever. Just real quick, be on the lookout, y'all. Be careful when you be buying stuff on Marketplace and stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Go to the police station. Meet people at the police station because it's a Facebook Marketplace robber basically out here. Doing meetups and trying to rob people. So don't be all willy nilly with these Facebook Marketplace meetups buying stuff. Have people send you some type of ID or something, or just meet them at the police station.
Don't go by yourself.
Definitely don't go by yourself and meet them at the police
Even
station.
if you meet them at the police station, take somebody with you.
Yeah, take somebody with you.
Yeah,
So, going back. No, come on.
Oh no, I was about to throw. You seen what happened to Martin at the police station? Just put my shit on bricks at the police station.
Oh yeah, that was funny as hell. But I'm saying, Detroit, you never know, especially in Detroit. But any of these, anywhere, people's crazy and people's greed is getting close to Christmas time. You already know. Be on the lookout. How your eyes and ears open. Keep your head on the swivel. Okay, now back to some football news, though. We still haven't completely done a separate what up. Not what up though, Lions, but time to talk Lions. But it's coming. We always do a little segment of this show where we talk a little bit about the Lions. So I'm going to just speak a little bit behind the helmet, behind the jersey, whatever. I thought it was so funny and cute that Amar St. Brown, right? His daddy knew. And it put me in the mind of me how I knew my baby was going to be a superstar. He was like, you know what? We can't just be regular Browns. And I like him because he put me in the mind of me. That's the type of shit I do. We got to put some Saint, in front of it to make our last name stand out because y'all are going to, it need to look better on a jersey. I loved that. And I encourage more parents to speak life over their kids and plan for future success for their kids early. You should walk with a childlike faith of your own as a parent that your kid gonna live exactly the life that you want them to live. Because first of all, you're gonna work for it, you're gonna pray for it. And so prepare them early. Name them, you know what I'm saying, for what you think you want them to go into. Make changes, move if you have to. Invest, sacrifice in your kids' future.
Absolutely.
Of another young football player. Shout out and congratulations to Travis Hunter. Hey, now we all know he got married. Y'all was mad about it. He married that girl. Y'all was like, didn't really love him. She was a gold digger, whatever. He happy. He done married that girl. So he doing right by God in God's eyes. And he also just recently got baptized. I'm about to do this. So not only did he enter into a covenant with the woman that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with, but he strengthened his relationship, his covenant with his Father, his Most High. I think they gonna do good. And if they don't do good, she better be on her stuff, because he is even more anointed. And she will reap what she sowed with him, because that boy is covered by the blood of Jesus. That's just what I think. He did right by the woman that he loved, regardless to what everybody was saying, regardless to what she did before, regardless to all that. He knew he wanted to, probably. So he like, I gotta get married. He got a relationship with God. And that's what y'all don't understand. That's what he don't probably talk about all the time in interviews and all that. So y'all don't know that that's really why he married that girl.
I don't think that's what those were. She was already doing that.
She was already doing what?
That's what you're talking about. But I mean, for his own purposes, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, for his own purposes. I'm not saying he was doing that so he could get it.
Oh,
I'm saying he was doing that so he could be right within God's eyes while he did it. You know what I'm saying? I just said he had a relationship with God. It ain't even about his relationship with her.
right.
What y'all think? He married her so he could do right by God. And that was the girl he had been messing with, and he loved her. You know what I'm saying? He probably figured if he put God in it, it's gonna get better. All of this stuff that y'all talking, and that he young. And he believing in God with a childlike faith still. You know, I'm proud of him. I think I pray to God it go well for them and they stay married. And if God forbid they don't, I pray that he can be successful and prosper.
Right.
Because he's trying to do the right thing.
He is right. He is. The effort is from him. It can't be one way. But I mean,
But I'm saying I don't know what she doing. That's what I'm saying. But it can be one way at first, because it's been documented too many times where a husband or a wife can pray their spouse out of some stuff. If they really go into spiritual warfare for their spouse. I done heard stories where mistresses done dropped dead. Like, not she killed them. She prayed that her husband could come back to her. And that was the only way it was going to happen, probably, because he had been messing with this lady for 20 years. He was gone. You know what I'm saying? But when you got a three chord, threefold chord, when it's your person and God for real, they can go astray. You can pull them back with prayer, fast, and faith. You know what I'm saying? You can, but a lot of times we don't want to do that. We be mad. We be bitter. We just want to leave. You know what I'm saying? We don't feel like it's worth all that. Because while you praying and wishing and hoping, you still getting dogged. You have to take that, no Diddy or Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud him for doing it the right way early. He didn't keep her as his girlfriend for 3-4 years and let a whole bunch of bullshit happen. You know what I'm saying? If he hadn't already been baptized.
Yeah, I don't know if that's valid, but
what's valid?
She was his girlfriend for a few years. Probably less.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying, for however many years, and he didn't. Once he got that bread, I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Once he got that bread, and once he knew he wanted her to be his wife, he could have drugged it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Sowing his wild oats, figuring it out. letting idle mind is a devil's workshop. You know what I'm saying? He had already made up his mind. He like, all right, as soon as I get this bread, we finna do it. You know what I'm saying? And he did instead of waiting. Because, I mean, yeah, they had been together a couple years, but I'm talking about when we knew about it. You know what I'm saying? They could have drug it out, stayed in the tabloids, let more rumors and more blogs get, come into in between them. Stay engaged for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. No, he was like, fuck that. We finna get married. We finna get married. We finna get married. I got pee. We finna do it now. And now what I would have liked to see was them get baptized as a couple. Her get baptized too. I don't really like that she didn't do it. That they didn't show them doing it together.
That can be the difference maker.
Absolutely.
That's all I was saying. You see just the effort from him is all. But I mean, whatever works in whatever territory. one one thing that stands out to me or stood out to me recently that I seen, it was like a little meme, which kind of is relevant to this in a way. Um, it basically was saying like about how people on social media so much go with it. It was for the females. I'm not gonna lie. It was for y'all, females. It said that it was a girl. Shout out to her. Her name is Miss Parker, something like that on Facebook. Shout out to her. But so it was just what she said was, this is bothering me, y'all. That this is like this, and I don't even know. I don't, this man. Okay, because it's just gonna keep doing that. All right, now what she was saying was, in the means of what it is your relationship is, or what works for you, do that, right? People try to so much go with what's trending or what's going or what's happening or what sounds cool or what looks sweet or what they friend said, or you know what I'm saying, when what works is what works. What you should go with is what works. Oh no, don't worry. I had the hardest time was when you was just gone, because it was just kept doing it and kept
It
doing it.
did. I'm sorry, y'all. It's me. Okay, I'm trying to check on y'all's niece too. She at her first concert. I'm so excited. What was your first concert, Tim?
Alicia Keys.
Are you serious? That's hilarious because that was my first concert too. Well, she was on the um undercard. Like she was there with Maxwell. This was like 98, 99, something like that. And then I seen her again with Beyonce and Missy Elliott in like '04 for Beyonce's first solo tour, Dangerously in Love.
Mm.
That's before she was a witch, or I knew she was a witch. She probably had already crossed over, but I just didn't know yet because I think she was already with Jay-Z's ass. But anyway, that's another story.
Okay, I'm sure. Yeah, that was my
So staying on the
first
football.
concert, I believe. Yeah, my whole thing was know the concert for that. Yeah, I wasn't ready. Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me. He loves the Beach Keys, if you didn't know. Staying on the football right quick though. So Zadarius Smith, if you guys don't know, he used to be on our team, the Lions, for like a hot second. And we as a city fell in love with him and Cash Doll as a couple. Once they got together, it was a wrap. We just was so invested in their relationship. It's been a mess. Now, clocking this tea right. Sorry, Mom. I know you told me not to say that. But just paying attention to what's going on. I haven't seen a lot of posts with them together within the last like couple of weeks, but that don't mean nothing. But I just was acknowledging that. I'm like, okay, where's y'all cute little post that I'm used to seeing? But anyways, I did see some news about him that he is retiring.
Yeah. He's been in the league 11 years. 4 teams, 11 years. What?
That's too long?
Um, that's very that's a long length. That's very farther than the average. Amongst that, he's been a player that's been active. Like he plays. He's not just somebody that goes and he's like, hey, you on the bench for it. He plays, so he makes money. He had a sensitives that would have led him up to if he would have got like 15 sacks or more, he'd have had like 3 million in incentives. That's plus his contract, something like that. So, his payout was big as far as his work effort, So for him to be done with the way his contract was set up, he had to just feel like he was just done. I don't think that it it was the cause of her because I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, he's just chasing this and that," and I don't think so because I mean he wouldn't have never took the job in Philly,
People be
but
hating, man. Oh my God.
one thing about I want to say this game, but I ain't gonna say just this game because it's probably not just this game, and I can guarantee it's not. It's a feeling from a person when you it's something that you do and you do very well and you reached a peak where you were at a point where it was like that I owned it. When I did it, I owned it. If it starts to decline and you can just say I'm done and still live good, you would. Guaranteed. That's called retirement for 9 to 5. For people that work 9 to 5, that's called retirement. That's after you worked about a good 40, 50 years, you know what I'm saying, at a place, boom, you've been solid. What good are you to the company after that anyway? We gotta cater to your needs because it's like, hey, you've been here all this time.
That's
And
like I heard it's a cop still on the streets in his 70s.
that's possible. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you people don't risk that because you got younger people coming in and you can be fired at anything.
I
Now,
said, if I was
police
his
officers,
wife, ain't no motherfucking way.
yeah, they probably got
You're not
unions
about to
and all
still
that.
take
Yeah.
your butt to work. I can see if you was like in the desk, I mean behind the desk.
Mm-hmm.
But you going out in the field now?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. See, when you dedicate so much of your time to a place, they definitely, but a lot of people be like, I'm not doing retirement because they don't want the money. It's only a percentage of what you used to make, pension, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. So as long as you can work, they
yeah,
work. And
a
then some
lot,
people probably feel like they've been working so long, if they start working, they fuck around and die.
a lot of people ain't really invested none of their money. They spent it
They're
as they
part too.
got it. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
shit, when I retire, what I'm going, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? I'm about to
Yeah.
be living off this. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
it's a lot of different stories, a lot of different ways it
Yeah.
can just go. But I feel like
They
as
might have a
as a
goal they
as
trying
a
to reach.
as a person that you was able to make millions on a decline, you about to be buried on a bench, you working hard, and he probably what 34, 35 or something like 30. He early 30s, right? If you feel like you ain't got that step, you lost that step. One thing I always say, and I always say this about this game because I play football. Y'all know I love this game. I always reference to a Drake line when I say this. When I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it, and that's just it. That's when it's time to wrap it up. You can always love it. You can always revisit it. You can always give back the knowledge that you got. You can go somewhere and you can be a coach somewhere buried underneath the wheel before you be a player buried underneath the wheel. Some
Yeah.
people got that mentality. I just won't be on the bench.
Yeah.
Before I'm on the bench, I'll wrap it up. Let me sit at home, get my money. I can open up a business.
Like how they
He probably
said
got
Russell
stuff.
Wilson on the bench right now and putting that young boy out, and now that he back playing, they mad. That type shit.
Yeah, bingo. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't want to play long enough for that to happen to them. You know what I'm saying? Because for some people, that's an embarrassment. So some people will be like, I'm a wrap it up while I'm at the top.
And start something else. You know, start doing something else.
50-0. I'm straight. I don't want to get in there to the point where I'm got so old now I can't do what I used to do.
And he about to do an exhibition fight.
He about to do an exhibition
because he still want to get in the ring, but he don't want to fuck up his record. It's at 50-0. Yeah, he like I'm quit while I'm ahead, but I still got the
top boxer.
Little dude want to let me squabble with him. You know what I'm saying?
And I guarantee you, he ain't gonna get in there throwing no punches. Floyd Mayweather now. He about to get in.
You saying he ain't gonna really
he about to get in on defensive too.
Give it to boy for real. He gonna let him win. In other words,
no. That's what Floyd Mayweather win off of. You can't hit him. He's so fast with reflex and playing defense, getting out the way. That's why people say he runs so much. He just outbox you. He gonna hit you. He ain't got knockout power no more. He ain't really.
But he did before.
He had it was a short period. He ain't have knockout power for a long time. It was a short period. Other than that, he in the ring, he's a thinker.
Strategic.
That's exactly. He's a thinker. He's strategic.
He gonna let you get tired.
He gonna outbox you. He gonna make you swing. He gonna taunt you. He gonna all that in a miss. He gonna hit you a little bit here and there to the point where it's gonna rile you up. You want to take his hit, but his whole workout is defense, basically. So that's his stuff. He watching.
So he gonna hit you a couple times, but you ain't gonna hit him as many as you want to.
You ain't know. And now when you get all mad, you get all aggressive. Now you swinging aggressively and all. He out the way. He getting out your way, and he hitting you with little shots. Boom, 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 here and there. But you get so far in the match. Now you tired and shit. Them little shots hurt here and there. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? People study their craft, and once you get to a certain, it's like, man, listen, I know if I keep doing this shit and I'm like this, niggas know me like this, I keep doing this shit, man, I'm gonna be nobody at the end of this shit.
Well, I wish him the best. I hope that him and Cash Doll get married now and start a TV show channel, something like that. Who knows? I don't care. I just hope they get married and have a kid or something like that. Moving right along, because I feel like this is a good way to segue from fighting to NFL. From NFL to fighting, because it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
This guy, former NFL player, what's his name? The NFL player that got arrested.
Motherfucking Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez.
Man.
He was arrested after fighting, so he apparently wants to go into boxing now. Understandable.
I was about to say, not even fighting.
He took the knife from the man, though. He took the knife from the man and stabbed the man up, too. And this man had been all on the news before, being a good Samaritan. Like, this man was 70 years old, 60 now.
Mark Sanchez, that's what I'm trying to find. Mark Sanchez is 38. 38. This nigga is a truck driver. This ass sucks.
And I'm talking about a little box truck, like how I used to deliver Frito Lay chips. If you know, you know. He delivered in a refrigerated box truck. It ain't like he was driving no 18-wheeler or nothing like that. He was
a little old man.
He was a little old man. This nigga Mark Sanchez drunk out here trying to run off his liquor so he can drive. Got into an argument with this poor old man. Who does that? That's like a person going to throw up. You know what I'm saying? You'd have been better off trying to make yourself throw up than to run a marathon in the back of the fucking bar.
They them got into all type of altercations.
In the back of the hotel, I mean. At the bar, whatever.
But everybody in the hospital.
Yeah. He's talking about some, thank you to the surgeons. Thank you to... Dog.
He was supposed to be, you know what he was out there for? He was supposed to be out there to be analyzing a football game. He's about to be the host, hosting the football game. What are you doing, Mark? And that was crazy.
Drunk? A drunk ain't shit?
I watched you in college. USC. I watched you
Mm.
come to the pros.
Mm.
I watched you do I watched you with the fumble.
So
with
you
the Jets.
invested in his career. He
I
just
watched him. He was around the time.
all that time.
And he college.
Like y'all grew up
Mark
together,
Sanchez.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trash.
I ain't even gonna say that. Or damn near like I watched him grow up. I'm
Oh, he younger than us.
and he a little bit
He
like,
definitely
you
got
know what
to
I'm
be younger
saying.
than me if he younger than you.
He 38. We around the same, but
That's what I said.
I
Okay.
still watched him. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I guess.
Oh, not like y'all grew up together, but I was just saying, like, when
he
you
was in the spotlight.
Yeah, you feel like you grew up with these celebrities when you've been watching them and you've been a fan of their work, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
I ain't gonna lie.
that's some bullshit.
Watching him, I feel like he was younger than me. I love Brody.
Mm-hmm.
I love Brody.
Mhm.
Mark Sanchez, I love Brody.
Mm-hmm.
But now seeing the shit that you doing, you still love bro.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't even know if I even want to claim you as love bro at the dumb shit you just did. I don't know if I want to claim you because I don't give a fuck how drunk I am. I'm not about to do no stupid ass shit like that. You still his net worth they said was 40-something million before the incident.
That man about to sue your pants off.
I guarantee you the net worth is on the decline.
Oh yeah, he finna sue you. You finna lose jobs, sponsorships.
You never hosted another football game ever again. You never announced another, not NFL.
He might go to the UFL.
You might be somewhere, Canadian. You know what I'm saying? But
My God.
you might college or something like that. USC might come and let you host, might come let you sit in their press box and do their announcements from the game. You don't get on TV. They might let you do their announcements at the game where you can sit in the box and number 5 is laying on the field and look at him, there he goes. That's probably as far as you get, brother. You fucked it all up.
The church's money.
Fucked it all up. As baby mama said, she always knew that, that her kid wasn't safe when her kid was just with him alone. Cause type of shit like that. You out of there.
Mm.
Yeah, you could, brother. I was kind of sad to hear that because, like I said, you know what I'm saying. I felt like I watched you come up. I was kind of proud of you. You know what I'm saying, being of the same family of football.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
that just
prayers up for both of them, but especially for that old man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was just
He was just trying to do his job.
I was just okay. Yeah, now because I was listening to what you were saying because that
was it. That's what I wanted to talk about. That was good. I wanted to hear what you had to say about that.
Struck me, yeah, but something about it, yeah. Yep, absolutely. Well,
we on internet mess now.
We are way off.
We clearly have segued.
Yeah, we way off of that.
So you like how we did that real smooth though?
Yeah, I got some
internet mess.
Yeah, I got so that I kind of have forgot. Okay, now this one that I got for y'all. Everybody loving the Cardi B and
Nicki Minaj.
And no, wait. I ain't even talking about the beef.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking about the good part of her life, the Cardi B and Stephon Diggs and shit.
All right. Her boo.
Everybody loving that. You know what I'm saying? She a little pregnant, this shit like that. Now, recently, my boy Pooh Shiesty got out of jail. Pooh Shiesty loved him some Cardi B. He immediately went on her page on Twitter and said, "I love you." He on that type of time.
He don't care about Stephon Diggs?
He don't care about nothing.
I'm saying, so do you think he seriously, like...
He had already been trying to get on her. Said before he had got locked up, he had already been trying to get on her. Or previously, he had been trying to get on her. He like
Nick. What do he look like? Hold on.
Pooh Shiesty.
He like Cardi, you mean?
I mean, yeah. He like Cardi. He love Cardi.
Nicki is a married woman.
Pooh Shiesty, he been on her, right? So... now he's free, and the first thing Dog did when he got out was shot his shot immediately at Cardi. He don't give a fuck about nothing. I want to know how people feel. Was Dog wrong? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Would y'all rather see Cardi with...
all he did was say, "I love you." Anybody would say that. That's just a fan. That's just some fan shit. That's just
no, listen. And that's why, what Cam Newton said. I happened to run across a Cam Newton run across a Cam Newton little thing interview, and Cam Newton.
Ain't but 25. He just.
You like what you like. That don't mean nothing.
I'm not saying he don't like her, but he just a fan. He just, I don't think he wrong. No. He just a little boy. He a fan. He saying who he like. Probably 10 years. He love her. That's his thing.
Pooh Shiesty ain't me compared to,
That boy is 25 years old. He even younger than you. He 12 years.
Dog got some. He got weight. He got weight on him. Nah, cause he done made some moves. Dog got a name. He done made some moves. He done did some shit.
Yeah, I know he got a little face mask named after him and shit. But no, I don't think Cardi B is about to be persuaded by that. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely didn't say that. I said
he love his favorite artist.
He's not saying he love her as an artist. He like her, like trying to get on.
He got crush on her.
He's shooting shots. What I'm saying is,
I don't think that's just like That's just like let me say this. That's like if Usher was coming up and said he like MC Light. You know what I'm saying? On his interview. It's not a big deal. And MC Light got a man. You know what I'm saying? I can see if Pooh Shiesty.
He trying to get his way in. He know the situation. I feel like he don't
talking about what situation as far as Cardi B and Stephon Diggs is not on the best terms right now?
No, as far as she done left her husband talking to somebody.
Well, now she's single.
And I feel like Dog is shooting that shot. Why? Because
she's single. That's
why. At the time when he said that,
she was still married?
No.
Or still in a relationship with?
Talking to Dog.
Talking to Dog is single. Okay. If he sees she not with her.
Okay.
She sees she not with her.
But you're pregnant.
Husband no more. Well, shit. She ain't married.
Okay.
Well, she is married though. So.
Right. Okay. So, my thing was I was trying to see who y'all think y'all want to see Cardi with. Stephon Diggs or Pooh Shiesty. Y'all think Pooh Shiesty mode her type of nigga, you know what I'm saying? Now he out the slam. He probably about to spray some shit up, do a little better now. You know what I'm saying? Get back on his bag type shit. Even though, fine, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But it ain't, you know what I'm saying? I guess ain't nothing basically set in stone. So I feel like who y'all think Cardi look better with? Because I've seen.
I think she look better by her damn self, personally. But
a couple of people like let's be with Pooh Shiesty. I seen a few.
Don't be with no damn 25-year-old. No. Don't be with no 25-year-old. She like 36, 37. No, absolutely not.
That's for your preference. There are people out here who like that.
I'm not saying it's not. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it if you do like it, but I'm still saying I don't think it's the best choice for a long-term situation. Especially, and this is going to be a great segue to the subject that I want to go into. Because I don't even know Pooh Shiesty like that. I don't even know his music like that. I think I might know a song he featured on, but like I don't listen to his music. I just know he was like locked up. He seemed like bad news. You know what I'm saying? He don't seem like a good guy. Like whether he good to females or whatever, like it just seemed like he gonna be in and out of prison. He make poor choices. He ghetto. Like I think she better off by herself, but if she gotta choose between him and Stephon Diggs, she already pregnant by Stephon Diggs, so she might as well just stay with him because he seems a little more stable and mature, whether he a hoe or not. You know what I'm saying? She don't seem to care about that. So, we talking, but he young, right? He's 25, so what can you really say? He's still young. But there are young men out here that seem a lot more mature than him. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, the young man that I wanted to talk about next, which was NLE Choppa. I think he is this generation's Tupac, and we need to pray over that young man. Now, I don't really know his music so much to say he is this generation's Tupac, like he made great music like Tupac did, but his conversation, the way he talked, the way he articulate himself, and I saw him on Kirk Franklin's Den of Kings podcast or whatever that he do now. And it was ridiculous because him and Ray J was sitting across the tables from each other, and Ray J was like the opposite. Ray J was acting like the YN, and NLE Chopper was acting like the mature adult. And he was getting irritated because as soon as they found out he was 22, they started to little bow wow him. And they shouldn't have done that because that boy is mature and anointed, and he didn't spend some time, like he said, researching and grounding himself, and he didn't did a lot of work that they ain't doing. He didn't did some of the work that Ray J is asking you to do while he playing, talking about do he think he could give them guys some advice? Yes, any mature adult. No, you can get advice from anybody. It's kids out here that's reading and studying stuff that know stuff that you don't know, that can teach you something about something. Anybody that's going to know something, know that you don't know everything. And you never know where your information is going to come from. Especially these kids nowadays, you know what I'm saying? That's you want to invest in your kids so they can learn stuff that you don't know. So you can learn from your kids. If you know you're doing something wrong, if you ask me. Especially the older your kids get. And this man is not no kid, he's 22. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he young, but he not no kid. You don't know what this boy done been through in his lifetime before he got on. You know what I'm saying? He talked about some of the things that he had overcame that some of them adults was talking, or them older adults, because like I said, he an adult. Some of the same stuff they had been through, he had been through. So, and this same stuff, some of us could never make it through. So to judge this young man because he only 22 and to start just dismissing stuff that he was saying, I thought was very disrespectful and stupid of them. And I think he is very much on the, intellect level of like Pac. And I want to start to listen to what his music turns into as opposed to what it was. Or, because I think I remember him being like freaky. The times when I did hear his song, it was like extra freaky, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think you heard NLE Choppa. I don't think you know NLE Choppa, but everybody got,
I just know the interview that I just seen. I do not know. Like I said,
that's
all
fine.
I know is the interview that I just seen, and then I had also just seen him do some acting, which he was very good in the movie that I saw him in. That was the first time I was like, I've seen him before. And then when I seen the tattoo, I was like, oh, that's him. So, yeah.
One thing
That's
about
nothing that made me think about Pop.
once we gravitate, we gravitate. That's the thing. Once something is in front of you, it's just in front of you. That's just what it is. And to each his own. Like you got a valid reason why you think, maybe
You don't agree, you don't like him.
it's not that I don't like him. I got nothing against NLE. Nothing against him. I feel like I've heard a couple of his songs that got a good ring to it. That's just like, okay, I can bop to this. Boom.
Have you heard his testimony?
I've heard
Like him in an interview recently?
what I haven't heard is him on that what you're talking about.
I'm just saying.
Franklin thing.
I'm saying, have you heard him?
Chopper talk a million times. Well, I'm not gonna
I
say.
said,
I'm
saying, have you heard? I be asking specific questions for a specific reason, and the question that I asked was, have you heard his testimony recently?
So that's why I said specific. I haven't heard him on nothing like what you're talking about, like Kirk Franklin. As far as that, I've heard him talk numerous amount of times on interviews, just talking, just streaming, just being himself, just on multiple platforms.
I said that, but I'm because he was talking about some stuff that he went through that changed the trajectory of his life, changed him, his way he thinks. So that's why I asked recently. Because, like I said, I don't know him. He talked about coming out really when he was 16, 17. So that mean, and I do remember hearing his name years ago. So he'd been in the game for a minute, I remember, but I wasn't following him back then to say that I heard him back then. But I know from what he said, there was a shift. And I think I had heard him talk somewhere else maybe a few months ago, but I didn't pay really no attention because it was like a snippet or something. And remember how when Black China like flipped and went religious? Do you remember when that happened last year? Yeah, so it kind of just put me in the mind of that. Like, she wanted to stop being called Black China. She wanted to be called by her government name. She started talking about God and posting about God, going to church, and took like, yeah. So it kind of put me in the mind of that because he didn't want to be called NLE Choppa. He wanted to be NLE the Great. You know what I'm saying? You know, the way he was talking, it just really put me in the mind of Pac. How Pac went from Pac to Machiavelli. You know what I'm saying? He was acting and he was just talking about, and he had went through a lot of stuff as far as going to jail, being accused of SA, and you know, just a lot of public humiliation type situation, public situations at a young age. Pac was only 25 when he died. So that's why I'm paying attention to this young man at 22 now, because like I say, I hadn't been paying attention to him before, but listening to him talk, he's very intriguing as far as just being smart and connected to Holy Spirit to where he ain't religious. Like he said, I could just agree with a lot of stuff he was saying. Like, I like him. I pray the blood of Jesus over him, and I pray that the enemy don't get him because the way he talking, he will be snatched out of here because he's too much trying to uplift people now and bring people to a level of truth. I don't know what he was talking about before, but the way he been talking the last couple of times I've seen him and the way he was acting in that movie, he's talented. I don't know if his raps was all that talented, but he acted pretty good for that to be the first movie I seen him in. He did very well. So I wish him the best.
Shout out to
I don't know what he was into. I hope he can repent after his encounter with God and after everything he went through. I ain't gonna give it too much of it away. Y'all might want to go watch the episode, but he talked about, you know, different things that he went through that changed how he think in his life. Or he almost didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. You want to say something? Do I need to shut up?
Never. I ain't never said that.
No, I'm just saying.
But,
Sometimes I be feeling like I be talking too
I
much.
just,
Okay.
you know, you take people for face value. At the very least, at the very most, sometimes that's all you know a person has. So not even to just be rambling or nothing like that. I know, I feel like I know NLE, and I'm not gonna say people can't change or nothing like that. Or I've I've never said, not once from I know him, I'm not never saying that he didn't look like a good kid from the time I seen him. Um, he was raised definitely in a way that I feel like he was raised by a stern household. I'm not saying it was a full. I'm not saying it was a two parent. It was just stern, whatever it was. It was a household with a backbone. It's just growing up, you know. And you just got to get more into him to know. I've been there, so I just feel like, you know, once you
You
see
saying
him,
he's just growing up?
he is
That's
just
what you.
it's just growing up. It's nothing that he's growing up. He's being able to. The game grabbed him young, you know, and I feel like certain shit, you know, to be a people pleaser, you don't want to say nothing that don't nobody like. But then after a while, you start to be like, nah, I'm not being me. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to pick. It's a choice. I'm either going to be fake or I'm going to be me. I'm going to say, fuck what you think, and it's me. And I feel like I feel like that's probably what you seeing. Him making a switch over from saying, all right, I'm just gonna be me. But I feel like everybody kind of seeing him when he came. all he could have been in himself was him. You know what I'm saying? And in his raps, yeah, you gonna rap about whatever the fuck you gonna rap about, because whatever sounds good, whatever is gonna sell, is gonna go. Of whatever. So the thing is, I'm not saying that I'm judging him off of what he rapped about. You know what I'm saying? But I never seen him as a bad person. Like, just like, oh, you just a terrible person. Like, oh, you slaughtered this and you did this and you did. It's nothing. But it's just like, maybe because you just automatically assume like young rappers, like y'all just you. It's like, that's what else was I getting out of you, bro? Like, you don't give no vibe to be a violent person. You don't give no vibe to be a bad person. You may say some shit in some raps that's like, the raps just it's a flow. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, oh, I'm about to be a rapper and I'm about to get out here and not cuss. I'm about to do, and then think that you about to get sales. You can try it, but you want to get some money? Or is you doing this shit for fun? Motherfuckers want to hear about ass shaking. You were talking about rap music. We're not talking about the genre is important when you talk about music. When you talk about rap, you can't get on rap and not talk about ass shaking, and that's just not how you can get. Now, there's other genres of music that's allowed, and it will sell. But you get on rap music, you say, I ain't about to cuss, I ain't about to say hoes, I ain't about to say bitch, I ain't about to say nigga, I ain't about to... How many records you plan on selling? Because you can just do it for fun. That's cool. When you do it for fun, you don't want to sell nothing, do it how you want. But when you do it and you want to sell, you about to put what narrative on it and say, so how? Because the next question, how much you plan on selling? That's the next question. Because then we're about to say that this ain't rap music. Maybe we need to switch down to pop or something. You want to do some shit like that. We need to switch to pop music. Something that is going to sell at. Now, if you don't give a fuck, let's do it. But that's why shit got different labels to different shit. Your shit going to fit a certain he been that same. That's been him. I just don't see, for me, it just don't give a different, you know what I'm saying? It don't make me feel like, oh, he pop. Like, that's what rubbed me to where I'm like, he give me Pac vibes. That's what I'm saying. Like, he don't give me a NLE Choppa, no solid dude. He gonna rap about whatever, turn what he thought, his thoughts, his visions, his message into the music. When you listen to NLE Choppa, tell me if you hear that message.
And I understand. That's what I'm saying. I said this is a feeling that I get, not from the music, just from
you don't even know him.
I don't even know him, know his music. But he could have some new music coming. You got to remember, Pac changed his music. Pac actually went backwards in a way. He used to be more conscious in the beginning.
Pac was soft until he did the movie.
When he did the movie, exactly. I ain't gonna necessarily say soft, but
he brought that character to life.
He wasn't doing the most like he was. Yeah. Okay, so listen, I need to say something really quick because I'm not ready to let this go. It's very early on, but I'm gonna have to take a break in a minute. I gotta go pick my daughter up. She's not far though. She's gonna be a block away and and then I can take her home and come back and we can restart because I got some more stuff on. Unless you just like over it, you done.
What's restart? You mean pause and then continue, or you mean start over?
Pause and continue.
Okay.
Because we can do that.
Of course, I don't know. I'm still trying to learn how to frame the body.
They getting this work. People that's watching it live, they don't see this. But when we pause it, we can come back and go back live. I was just asking.
No.
Because I know, as y'all know, tttio is a hard-working man. Got a 9 to 5.
Oh, my girl, I'll be hardly working, but...
Anyways, so there's that. Okay, so...
I'll be hard. People come to my job. I'm going to just give y'all just a brief. I'm not going to give it specific. When people come to my job, I really be in there trying to whip some shit up for my peoples. I try to cook some shit. And when I get out
Some good shit.
to the front, and when somebody be like, well, this smell good, look good, you made this? I be like, nah, do I look? This what I do. I step back. I be like, do I look like I cook? I was washing dishes back there. I just came out here because I'm trying to see what I'm going to eat today. And they be looking at me laughing and shit. I have the serious face on. I do not be playing because I just don't want to answer no questions about cooking or food. Because people be talking about, I done had crazy conversations. A lady came to me. I had made some etouffee, fish etouffee, because just came back from a trip from New Orleans. My job did me was like, oh, you gonna make this? And I'm like, all right, bet. Boom, I made it. Boom, I tasted it. I thought it was real good. A lady came and she was like, how you think that, how you think the etouffee is? I'm like, I think it's good. She like, nah, I know New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans. The food's so good. It's so spicy. It'll knock out your hangover. And I was like, what? Spicy food do that? This was honest. I didn't even know this. I'm like, spicy food? She like, it's so spicy in New Orleans, baby. She give me that talk. It's so spicy in New Orleans, baby. Yeah, it'll do that to you. Well, it's not, so is that like that? I'm like, nah. I don't know if it's going to knock out no hangover. But I think it's good.
It's decent. It's decent.
Good. I could tell you that. It ain't from New Orleans. You in Detroit. It's good. So she went and got it, whatever. Well, came back around. She was like, oh, it was good. Thank you. It was good. Now, of course, I said I didn't make it. I wash dishes is what I tell everybody. You know what I'm saying?
When you was out there, right, so they don't lie and say it was good because they think you made it. They don't think it's good.
Not because of that, just because I don't want to be
take responsibility.
The person that's the face of nothing.
Yeah, because once you say you cook one thing, they gonna say you cooked everything.
I try to just give it all to the team anyway. I try to just be like, somebody else made that. Well, somebody else did that. I don't care if you be like, oh, this was amazing. I ain't do it. Somebody else did that. I wash dishes. I did not do that. I can go and get, and I go and grab somebody. This how petty I am. They can be like, who made it? I can go and get the person who made it. I'll go in the back and play it real cool. I wouldn't even, somebody want you out there. It's somebody, I don't even know. It's somebody they got on this.
You talking to yourself?
Somebody wants you. And that's what
you talking to nobody.
That's what I go and tell somebody in the back. And they call looking for a person.
It's a random person.
They looking for you. And you.
So when they see that, that's funny.
They made that. That's what I told them. They made. Now they stuck with you. I'm in the back now. They can't. I ain't going back out there. I'm petty like that. Like I just give it. I don't even. Cause it ain't even that. I just it just be, man, people just be wanting to ask so many questions. What you make it with? What you make?
Okay, right. Like he just gonna give you your recipe so y'all can go home and try to make it.
I can't give that out.
Come on now.
Like, so I give somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I just gonna they know that they don't.
Cool.
Yeah, know that they don't know. It was a lady hounding me one day. How did y'all make this? I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna ask for you. Cause I'm like, I don't remember.
Don't
was like, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna ask for you because I need to make it. And I'm like, I don't remember.
No, lady, absolutely not.
Yeah, so it's crazy, man. So
okay, that's hilarious. I feel you.
Yeah, I'll take the backseat for sure.
I feel you, but yeah, I feel you. Cause the leader takes the blame.
Yeah.
You already got to do it back there. You don't want it in the front, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's funny.
And they be competing kind of, sort of, anyway. And I don't want to get in the competition way. So I don't even be, I'll be like, go ahead, do y'all
thing. They be competing for what?
I mean, guys be trying to make, they want to hear you say, they made the best food. Oh, you made the best. That's what they want to hear. I've been so past that so long ago. I used to make people food in front of them. Like, that right there making I used to cook right in front of you, like, I made everything that you got right here. So if it ain't good, you about to be like, man, you just made this for me and this like this. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm trying to
don't bother me. But the next internet mess.
I gotta go pee.
Yeah, that's cool. This is a good one that I wanted to get into. They bringing the verses back, y'all.
Who you got?
And I want to tell y'all the best way. If it was any way that you wanted to do this verse is right here, and I feel like this how they sucked us in. I ain't gonna lie. Um, this how they sucked us in because all the other verses was like during the pandemic. You know, you couldn't go outside. It wasn't really nothing to do, and this is how you know they sucked us in. It wasn't nothing to do so much as the verses was on Instagram. I was able to pull my Instagram up, and I remember this vividly. I was able to pull. If you remember this, listen, drop a comment and listen. Let us know. During the pandemic, when they had the verses, when the verses first came out, you could pull it up on your. They was doing it was a page called Verses on Instagram where that's where it was. Well, let me tell you now. I don't know if they're doing it there now. Now the verses is in person, like how it ended with Gucci Man and Young Jeezy. It's in person now. And it's an audience. You are allowed to go. And I feel like they snapped with this to know that it's been gone since then. That's the year that they did it. That's 2020. So it's 2025 right now. It's been gone since then. To know that it's been gone and you want to bring it back to make it slap, you got to do something crazy, something good, something that's going to beat. Them boys want to did Cash Money and No Limit.
Gotta go. I think she right there. Hey, on the freeway. We are 5 minutes away. Yeah, she just said that. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're just gonna take a quick interlude. Go get you some snacks, fill your drinks, whatever. We'll be back in like 20, 30 minutes tops. Okay? You gonna be woke?
Yeah.
All right. Period, y'all. You already know we're back. Okay. Thank you so much for your patience, being so kind and loving as to let us take an intermission this show because I had to pick up y'all's niece, okay, from her very first concert. So Tate McRae was a success. Leave us a comment if you know who Tate McRae is, if you or your kids went to the concert tonight. So moving right along. I wanted to talk about a crazy story that I heard on Beyonce's internet, okay? I looked it up on several different vlogs, whatever, and found it is true. So there is a set of conjoined twins. Okay. They got two heads. They share a lot of the internal organs in the chest and below. So they got one vagina, but they got two heads, two brains. You know what I'm saying? And only one of them is married.
Mm. That's lit.
Oh my God. I figured you'd probably think something like that. What do you think about that though? Like,
I think it's just different. It's definitely different. I don't.
so she always there every time they do it, even if she don't participate. But I mean, there's like another head right there.
Obviously, she don't participate. If only one of them is married, obviously she don't participate, which means if she likes somebody else, that he gonna let that man smash the same vagina.
Wow, I didn't even think about it like that.
So,
oh my God, this is nuts.
Yeah, I mean it's different. It's very different.
I'm gonna say because I wanted to deep dive a little more into this, but just assuming, right? I'm gonna assume the other sister just bowed out gracefully and was like, "Fuck it, you found somebody first. I'm gonna just be single." Cause we can't share a vagina.
Obviously, if you're at a point where that's what you're doing,
so I would just have to just sacrifice for my sister. You know what I'm saying?
no, no. You can have your husband, whatever. But when I want to smash over here, your husband can't say that's cheating because that's not you. That's me. I'm sorry. You just got to be there for the. If I have to sit here and be here for the ride with you and your husband all the time, it ain't no way you about to tell me that I don't get one enjoyment out the lifetime that I can't be like, damn, I won't, and they down for it too. Man, hell no. Me personally, I wouldn't. As no,
You wouldn't
no,
date somebody
no,
that's conjoined like that?
no disrespect.
No disrespect.
I
I mean,
wouldn't.
because and they know it was probably difficult for her husband to deal with that at first. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty
I
sure.
wouldn't even crack. Like I'm just, I'm good. I wouldn't indulge. You know. But more power to you. Um, and
We gonna come back to that. Oh, I'm sorry. Say what you
no, I
want.
was just gonna say I'm glad that y'all found a system to work. Hopefully this that works. Hopefully nobody's suffering in the system, but
Right.
if so,
And God bless the sister that seems to be being selfless and sacrificing and letting her sister get married and having to deal with that whole thing because it's like so. We'll come back to that next week. Next thing I wanted to talk about was this crazy story that I ran into on Beyonce's internet. So there's this guy, black guy, older black guy, looked like he was I think he was 44. Sued his employer because they was being racist. You know what I'm saying? Sued them and got 3 settlement checks. He won. So he took all 3 of these settlement checks to a TCF bank in Livonia and attempted to cash them. He had documentation with the check along with lawyers' contact information to validate these checks that he won in a racial discrimination lawsuit. Okay. They called the police. They suspected him of quote unquote fraud, allegedly. But it's not alleged that they called the police because that happened. But the reason why, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, this man is going to win on the case of losing. In this case, when they say you can't win for losing, he gonna win for losing more than once because y'all keep trying him. Y'all keep playing. Y'all want to be racist. I keep telling. I keep
I
saying
mean,
that these
all the time.
suburbs is
What?
racist, man. And I don't care how ghetto it is. This is one of the reasons why I rather stay in Detroit because
Yeah, I was gonna say I
I
think
deal with my own
where he
people.
at for sure. Not you. You just said you leaving Detroit. You gotta make your mind up.
No, because I'm saying when I'm in Michigan, I'm gonna stay in Detroit. When I leave, I say I'm leaving Michigan. I didn't say I'm leaving Detroit on my post because you're right, and I've always said that I would rather stay in Detroit if I gotta stay in Michigan than to live in the suburbs.
So, dude, you talking about stay in Michigan?
No, where he? Yeah, he cashed his check in Livonia. I just said he took it to Livonia. And this is what I'm saying. This is the Mississippi of the North. These people up here is extremely racist. It's more racist in Detroit suburbs than it is in some of these other towns of other states up here. It just is. For us to be such a melting pot, it's ridiculous. And I refuse. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of the segregation. I'm tired of the racism. I'm tired of non-opportunities and just the weather. I'm tired of a lot of it. And I love my city. You know what I mean? I love that I'm from here. God don't make no mistakes. But he also made it a way of escape. Okay? As soon as my daughter get done with the Detroit Youth Choir and get settled in the college, and my family is out of here.
That's the escape.
I'll be back to make sure I check on my property, check on my family. I'm gonna be like a snow bunny. You know what I mean? When it start to get cold, y'all gonna see me be gone for a few months straight.
And away.
A few months straight, and then I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm paying my dues right now so that within the next 10 years I'm able to do that. Period.
Facts.
I'm about to find me some land somewhere else and pray over it.
Facts, though. Those facts.
Because that man was an Air Force veteran. He didn't gave how many years of his life sacrificed to this country, sacrificed his life for him to have to be harassed at work and then or discriminated against at work, whatever. And then the Karens or Kens at the bank The buppies at the bank? You mean to tell me I got to take this from the buppies at the bank?
But you know what? That's how people at the bank act, though.
I know, because it do be a lot of fraud, and I understand that. But this man had documentation, lawyers. You even
Yeah.
called a lawyer. Did you try to even validate the stuff before you called the police on this man and humiliated him after he already been through so much? It's ridiculous. And Livonia is known for being racist. Let's be for real. The cops is known for being racist. If you know, you live in Southeast Michigan, Metro Detroit, you know, Livonia is one of them cities that I'd have been like, dang, you sure we got to go to Livonia? Can we go somewhere a little more driving while black friendly? Let's be for real. Because these cities is half, some of them in Michigan is sundown towns. Go to hell, Michigan. Go to it's another one they talk about openly in Michigan. Matter of fact, I probably couldn't Google it. Hell, Michigan is one of them. The KKK got headquarters here. You ain't know that?
How far is that you talk?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's Michigan.
But that's where the other shit at too. The headquarters shit is on.
In Michigan, yeah. Hold on. Sundown towns in Michigan. Michigan had numerous sundown towns, so they still got them. Stop playing with me. Examples include Dearborn. You see why I be saying I don't want to go to Dearborn? ChatGPT, know that? Google. I don't play with Dearborn. They shot that lady because she got in a car accident and knocked on the door and asked for some help. I don't play with Dearborn. I've been telling my daughter that since we moved over here, because anytime she Google something and try to send us to Dearborn, and I be like, you know what I'm saying, Warren? But no, I'm talking on, and they're talking about close, but I'm talking about it's Hell, Michigan, and it's another one. It seemed like it started with, I almost had it. Howell, Michigan. Be careful. Don't get caught there after dark. And you black. So I just I feel sorry for that man. Prayers up for him. I hope he sued the pants off of TCF Bank and it be called whatever the heck his name is. Bank. Because they should be ashamed of themselves. Okay, so I had another good question that I wanted to talk about. Now, this can be a little controversial because men hate talking about this subject. But Kim Kardashian brought up something, and okay, I hate that it came from her because I think she's a bit of a Black Widow type. Like, I don't think she mean black men no good. I think her mother is some type of witch, but that's another story. But she made a good point, or she brought up a good subject, topic, whatever. She says that she thinks child support should go to age 21 and not 18. And so I wanted to know what you thought about that as a child support payer.
I mean, I think it should be a lot of stipulations to child support anyway. I paid child support living in the same household as the child that I was paying for. So I mean, I feel like that shouldn't have happened.
Did they know that?
Yes. And I feel like that shouldn't have happened.
Well, you know what? I think that's an incentive for you to marry that person. Because why is you living in the house with your child's mother and not married to her?
But at the same time, am I not taking care of?
I'm just saying, I feel like that's what it's for. It's to encourage men to marry these women, and there's nothing wrong with
And
that.
I understand that.
Because you could be living in the house, a kid, and not taking care of it. I know that you wasn't, but it's plenty of men that does that. They'll be sitting there eating the kids' fruit snacks, ain't working, ain't contributing shit.
Why should
So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly. Fighting her, all kind of weird shit.
I understand that, but
so I think because there's so many men that's out here like that, and you can't differentiate the two. You can't just tell who is who. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, so many good men like you is not holding these whole ass niggas accountable. The police don't be holding them accountable half the time. The courts, okay? Nobody's holding these guys accountable. So y'all have to pay for their bullshit. I think if more upstanding fathers will hold their friends this bullshit accountable, or family members or whatever, we would, get a look. Because I feel like guys care about looking like a man in front of other men. And because a lot of good fathers turn a blind eye and don't hold niggas accountable for not taking care of their kids, they get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Because the courts, like I said, the courts ain't holding them accountable. Their friends ain't holding them accountable. Their mamas ain't holding them accountable. The women ain't holding them accountable. They already ain't had no good example half the time from a daddy in their own life. That's why they passing this bullshit down to their kids. So, I agree with you. That was my same thought, that child support, period, is supposed to come with boundaries and rules and regulations and everything like it does. It should be better regulated federally, because I feel like state to state is different. I think child support should be a federal thing instead of a state thing. I think that if child support going to go after 18, it need to go directly to the child.
I feel
Once
like
the child is 18, it should go directly to the child. I think.
I mean, I feel like all the checks should be written to the child, right? But as the mother, or you know what I'm saying, the child can't cash the check anyway. You gotta be there anyway, right? I feel like all the checks should be written out, but so then that way it plays out like that, right? Because it plays out to after you are your own sole provider, you can cash your own checks, right? But until you are your own sole provider, but then that way it's no mishandles in between. It ain't no checks in between that went to you that wasn't supposed to go to. Because as soon as this child
What
gets,
you mean wasn't no checks that went to who that wasn't supposed to?
when this child was a child and wasn't able to cash checks, and you was taking care of this child, you had to be there. You was the sole provider, or whatever. What you was the sole cut, whatever it was, that to cash the checks, right? You had to be there. Now, once this child reaches a certain age,
18.
boom, you cashing all these yourself. That's why I feel like it should be in the child's name from the jump. Because what's wrong with it being in the child's name? Is that wrong? Because it's still going. Is the sole purpose? Is it for being for the child? So
What
even
do
if
it
you
have to
gotta
do
be
with-
there for, that's just what you said. I was just saying. I was just piggybacking on what you.
No, I said because it is in the child's name anywhere it go. Before that's so I don't even know what you said that for. I never said that. I said it should go directly to the child. After the child is 18. Yeah, because if the child ain't 18, the child not old enough to make responsible decisions with the money. And the child not responsible for their own roof over their head, their own transportation, their own livelihood. So, and this goes to niggas, men, whatever, having a problem with women paying their rent with the child support. Like, for me, I think it makes perfect sense that the woman should pay her rent and shit like that with the child support. Cause that's child support. You want to make sure that your child got their bare basic necessities before anything else. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think.
Right, we're talking about what we were saying.
I'm not saying that that's the only way you think of to pay your rent. But I think if the woman not working, especially when women first come out of having a baby, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, however she choose to budget her income, because child support is income. If she choose to use child support to pay a bill or two or all of them, as long as it's going to the support of the child, how is a roof over the kid's head not support? You know what I'm saying? Just like we was having that conversation a couple of weeks ago about the girlfriend being mad about the nigga helping the baby mama pay the car note. Same type of deal. It's like, if you using child support to make sure your car don't get repoed, why would I be mad about that? Because if you don't, I'm gonna have to forget everywhere they gotta go when your car get repoed. You know what I'm saying? And you got the money, but you're gonna say, no, this child support, I can't use it to pay my car note. I'm just letting my car get repoed, but I got this money sitting in the bank. That's dumb. That's dumb. And any man that think that his baby mama should do that don't care about his kids for real. He's being selfish and petty and ornery, and it's dumb, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I think it should go after the kid is 18. Like you say, they're responsible for they moved out, they in college or something like that.
That shouldn't matter. It should be that. This is why
this is what I'm saying. It really don't matter. It really don't matter. If the kid still live with the parent, it really don't matter. But hopefully, once your kid have got 18, y'all have raised your kid to now they done went to college, they done moved on. At least they on their way to moving on. You know what I'm saying? To their own shit. They can use this child support to save up to get their own place. You want your kid to be able to, between the ages of 18 and 23, start their own life. That's the whole point in college. But if they don't want to go to college, then they do the school of hard knocks. But I'm just saying, once they get 18, it don't matter where they live. Once they get 18, the kids should have the money go directly to them.
How many mishaps have happened because it don't go directly to the kid? It's a support order, so it still goes to the parent after the kid is even grown.
But see, now this is what I'm saying. Yeah, hell yeah. Now that back pay is all to the parent still. So you should have paid it on time.
It's not even to the point where it's like, okay, it's down to this point, it's to you, and then that point is not clear.
If you are not, here's the clarity right here. If you got a rearage, when the kid get 18, them arrearage should still go to the parent that was paying or taking all the responsibility 10, 12 years ago. Now, if you up to date, which is what I was talking about, somebody that's up to date on that child support.
Different situations is what I was trying to say, which is why it should be one way. That's what I'm saying. But there's too many different situations to look into.
But you can't have it be. It's too exactly.
Which is why they don't get settled the right way.
But we talking about if they changed it to going to 21. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was talking about. We was talking about the scenario that she came up with to changing it to go from 18 to 21. I'm not here to argue about the current state of child support because I think it's trash for both ends. I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying? That shit's terrible. But I do think that it's a good idea to continue to support your kid after 18. That's the whole point of it for mothers and fathers. You know what I'm saying? And I think that there's nothing wrong with stretching it out on the legal end. Because like somebody said in one of the comments on the post that I got this from, your kids is still, or was that Kim Kardashian? I think Kim Kardashian might be the one that said that. Your kids is still basically kids at 18. They still need help. You know what I'm saying? They still need support. And like I said, hopefully they're in college. They need help in college. And you expect them to be on their way to graduating at about 21. So if you can, still kind of help them out in that time, it'll help set them up for success. And, you got some fathers that don't even do it under 18, so it'll probably be hard to get. But I don't think it'll be a bad thing for the kids to have that cushion to where they get child support after they're 18. And so I said the child after 18, the money go directly to the child. I said the child needs to be in school or work. And I said not married or no kids. Because if you done got married and you done had kids, you ready to take care of yourself. I ain't about to keep taking care of you as a parent. Because I'm thinking about it's some women that pay child support too. I'm not just looking at it on the dad tip. It's just people paying child support. Supporting your kid after 18, I think is a good thing. And I think there's nothing wrong with it being legally extended. Like I said, because it's the same way with Social Security. Social Security will pay you longer if you in school. You know what I'm saying? I think that when you get married, your survivor's benefits, Social Security, like if your parent passes away, I think that stops. So it's no different. I think, yeah. Just like Social Security can be extended out, so should child support. And you think not.
I definitely don't remember what I was about to say at this point, but I tried my hardest not to cut you off. I have plenty of things to say, but it's just over with. But that's fine. Next. Next. Okay, what did you have next?
Well, we could just move on. I have some questions, I guess, that I had got from ChatGPT. Since you have nothing to say about that.
Yeah, next. So because in the trend, because one thing is when I'll try my hardest not to cut you off because I know that I don't like to be cut off, right? So when I notice that I'm even trying to say something in the midst, I know when it's not my turn because if you feel like it's my turn, you'll be like, oh, okay, we'll say that. And then you're going to say it. But if I try to say something and you keep going, I'm going to not say nothing because I know you in your moment. But then if I can't remember because it's so many pointers that I just wanted to touch at the time and I just can't remember because I can't get in and get it off. I get lost. It was so much stuff. I just don't remember. It was just too many times. Yeah, it's a
Too many
couple.
times that you wanted to cut me off.
Bingo. But I said nothing exactly,
Okay.
and now it's just so much is backed up. I don't remember.
Okay. Okay. Well, one of the questions that I had, I thought it was a good question just for psychological purposes and stuff like that. You know, we at that age where we kind of self-reflecting and stuff. Do you think chaos can feel like comfort when you grew up in it? I thought that was a good question.
No,
Say no.
no,
And why not?
because even when you grew up in it, you knew it was chaos, so you're not comfortable on something that you didn't like when you grew up. No, you do want to get away from that. No, you wanted to get away from it the whole time. No.
I feel like it's different for different people.
Mm,
I feel like some people don't even realize that they're constantly in chaos because they grew up in it and it seems like comfort.
That don't mean that you don't know that it's chaos when you experience the real world. You know the difference. You don't know the difference as long as you held in on it. As long as you held inside of four walls. That could be the comfortability inside of these four walls, but when you get outside and you notice that it's outside the box for you, and motherfuckers, and it's just it's a different reaction because everybody outside is not chaotic. You tend to adapt. We as humans know it's like animals almost. We adapt to surroundings in a comfortability within ourselves. That don't mean we're gonna be exactly like the people around us, but you adapt to that surrounding within your comfortability. Because if not, you wouldn't be able to work a job. Everybody you around at work, that don't mean you like them. That don't mean that you ain't the most comfortable around you, but you adapt to be comfortable around them at the time just enough. You adapt as a person, as a human, as a species. That's just what we do. You tend to adapt to certain things. Once you realize that that's not what it was, that was chaos when you already knew and you get out and you get the confirmation that that was chaos to your knowledge, you attend to adapt to outside of what's comfortable to you, what you as far as you are allow yourself to go. You don't just stay stuck in like I just supposed to be like it's supposed to be like how I was in the house. No, because you learn different shit outside. You adapt. So I don't think so. No.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I think it is like I said, it's different for different people. But I totally get what you're
That's
saying.
everything though.
I totally get what you're saying on that note. I think some people don't even pay no attention. They don't even realize that they seem to be settling in comfortable in chaotic situation after chaotic situation, So, okay, I got another question for you. So, if you had to start over today, what would your next career trajectory or hustle focus be?
Shit, I don't know. If I had, I don't know. I ain't got, I wouldn't have a clue. I would literally have to stop and look at some shit because to today I'm not, I ain't like I'm a spring, like, well, I ain't gonna say that because I am, but it ain't like I'm as young as that question, that, I feel like that question is kind of, it fits more of a younger person. It ain't nothing that I really feel like I can grab right now and just be like, oh damn, I'm just gonna be like that. It, not that it's too late, but it's too late, because it's kind of touching what we touch on the Zadarius situation. When you reach your peak of just age, you know your peak, and a decline is just a little different. It ain't that you know what I'm saying? It's just like you can't do what you did before. And I feel like, on my end, it's where it's at with me. So if
I
it's at
mean, are you
anything,
thinking of a physical standpoint or
just
just
doing
mentally
something to
everything?
live off of. Basically, if I had to scratch everything, yeah, you got to think about something you can do every day. Shit, something I can do every day. It don't matter what it is physically. I'm at the point I can probably do it at my best right now. Could I live off of it? If I had to scratch everything and be like, yeah, I can do this shit right now until I'm shit 90, 100. Ain't nothing I can think of. Like,
90, 100.
yeah.
Yes. I mean,
I mean, that's basically kind of more so. I don't really know. And I don't think it's nothing I can really grasp like that and feel like I can do better on the back end than I could have did on the front end. Like, I just don't feel like that. As far as knowledge wise, just experience in life, yeah. But physically doing something, no. That's just me. Everybody got different. That's just me.
yeah. No, I feel you. For me, it would be something like this. What I'm doing now. I'd have pursued radio and TV more zealously. Writing, I would have wrote my first book earlier, finished it anyways. Something talking or writing or expressing. It's just like entertaining type situation. Yeah, I would have dug deeper into it in 2020 instead of wasting my time doing what I was doing. Lord, that is a big regret of mine. 2020. Oh, I fumbled that ball, baby. I fumbled that ball for real. I try not to think about it. But I'm grateful to be alive because a lot of people did not even make it through 2020 with their life. So, but yeah, I would probably, that's what I would do. I always wanted to be like Oprah, Ricky Lake. You know what I'm saying? So I would pursue that more zealously early. And if you had to start over today, what would your next hustle be? Yeah, I would go probably back to doing event planning. My brother is revamping, restarting a business that I pretty much introduced him to, and he got in. So I'm excited for him and his hopefully fiance. I hope they get married, but definitely my niece's mom for that. And I'm excited to partner with them next summer. And so I will possibly go back into event planning, family entertaining, rebirth Diamond the Diva Clown. But I'm like a business freak. Like when I hear people talking about stuff they like to do, like I always be like, well, you should do this, like to make it into a business. Like that's one of the things that I like to do. Like I wish I could start a business helping people start businesses. But we do appreciate you guys for shooting with us in the gym as always. Make sure you're subscribed, okay? Because it only gets greater later, okay? We got much more in store, okay? Here on Time to Talk It Out. This was our kilo episode, okay? Episode 36. So y'all have been shooting with us in the gym for a while. You got any announcements or anything like that? T-Double, anything to talk about? I mean, somebody's big day is gonna be next week, so you guys really should show up because it's gonna be some surprises and good things popping for your
Yeah, no,
boy.
I ain't, that's really the end for me. Yeah, that's it. That's it, man. So, y'all know Sweetest Day coming up. Remember, I heard something on the radio. Remember that Sweetest Day is for the fellas. Y'all got Valentine's Day. So on the Midwest is what they said exactly. Yeah, we
Yeah,
celebrate.
because everybody don't celebrate Sweetest Day.
Sweetest Day for the fellas. So remember that.
And you know,
October the 18th to be exact.
what are you getting your boo for Sweetest Day? What do you want if you're a fella? What would you want your person to get you for Sweetest Day? Do y'all like chocolate and teddy bears and shit? Like, what would you want somebody to get you for Sweetest Day? If it wasn't already so close to your birthday. So they already gonna begin thinking about buying you something. But like, if you was just a random, not a Libra, what would you want somebody to get you for Sweetest Day?
I don't know. Shit. I don't know for real because I'm not really,
Is it like a take me to dinner type of thing, cook me a meal, buy me a.
almost with whatever. Yeah.
Cause y'all don't want flowers and candy, do y'all? Me, send
I
flowers to
mean,
your
I
job.
can't really speak and say that. I guess that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. Can I see that ginger ale? If that's okay with you. Uh, I guess that's okay. Sometimes some men don't really go against that kind of stuff. It's a 50-50 type of deal. Some dudes will be like, yeah, send me some flowers. Some dudes will be like, especially at work. Some dudes will be like, that's the one. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes will be like, don't do that because that's some female type stuff. To each his own. Everybody got their own little thing. Thought that counts. I don't think no dude really goes without at a picky moment to be like, hey, but I said I want it. No,
Okay. So he just glad he got something.
he gonna appreciate that. It goes a long way. I ain't no dude thinking like you got me something and you done got somebody else something, somebody else. He ain't about to think that you done got something for multiple people. So to even be thought about in a situation, it's a standout moment, because females ain't really like that. It ain't laying like that at the end of the day.
Females ain't laying like buying their dudes.
You not about to buy multiple niggas a gift for him. Somebody gonna get him somebody. It
Okay,
ain't like
okay. But that's some shit a guy do for Valentine's
exactly.
Day, yeah. Well, I get what you're saying.
So you about to think of you got something and ain't nobody else got shit. You stood out.
That's how y'all think. But I mean, no,
that's granted a thing.
yeah, definitely, but that's funny. Well, every kiss begins with K, so kiss your man for Sweetest Day, ladies. Don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? Get that man that Rolex. You know what I'm saying? Get him that little extra diamond stud or whatever. Or just take him to have a picnic in the forest. Whatever. You just take him for a hike. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all like. So yeah, obviously it's time to end this. You guys, we appreciate y'all for shooting with us in the gym. And we'll see y'all next week. Episode 37. Be ready. Okay, because I'm coming with the heat next week. All right. T-Double always come with the heat, but I'm gonna have I want us to have games, structure. I want us to stop being so serious all the time where we talking about so much negative stuff. So we're gonna talk about kind of just doing a little bit of a, restructuring of the show. So stay tuned for new positive changes here at Time to Talk About. And we love you guys, and we'll see you next week. Deuces.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only go like once.